this is me coming down out of the MP world. In comparison to MPs, you're absolutely correct.
And now that I realize this is $35, the $90 Prime does not sound so crazy in my brain.
And then the trademark on the side as well, next to Transformers.
It's been worse. I didn't see that.
I'm reaching here, but it could be, you know, some type of solar flare that comes out of his treads, you know, and blinds you and stuff like that. So, because
I haven't seen you use that much imagination in a long time. And Transarts, I forgot about that. Why would I pick this up when Transart is making theirs? You know what I mean? It
almost has a Megatron look to it.
That's what I was thinking. What else? There's that red one from RID. That would also be pretty cool. I think there's a lot they could do with this.
One at a time, man. One at a time. Hey, welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we're back with another round of exciting news. But before we get into that, let's say thank you to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, where, as always, you can find many of the figures we're going to be talking about, either on pre-order, and if they don't have them, then they must not be that important. I don't know. And we'll also say thank you to our members. Without you, we wouldn't be keeping the lights on, as James likes to say. And to our subscribers, really do appreciate it. Without you, we wouldn't be doing the show. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the news.
Yes, and before we jump to the news, I did want to say thank you. We haven't said this yet. Thank you for 1,800 subs, everybody. We really do appreciate it. So let's keep it going and try to get to 2,000 by Baltimore.
Yes.
Let's see if we can do it.
And if James would ever record his collection, we'll go ahead and get that up for you guys.
Oh, yeah, because it's me holding it up, definitely. Let's talk about some things that I think Bobby needs to take advantage of, and that's the Prime Day deals. There are a lot of them. They almost got me with that Cascade, and I forgot the other one, 2-pack.
The two women?
The two girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I decided I don't really want these. I'm just getting them because they're on sale. So there's a lot of stuff, though. If you missed out on anything, go ahead and get it. It's weird that I think that Dion and Ariel, wasn't that an SDCC exclusive?
I believe, yeah.
Now it's on Prime.
It says
Prime Day discount. They also had Toxitron, which was a Walmart exclusive, with a Prime deal. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a good time to go ahead and check it out if you are interested.
Definitely.
Are you picking any up?
No, I have the ones that I wanted already, and the ones I didn't want, there's a reason I didn't want them.
Well, why don't you get that Gamer, Bumblebee, and Starscream?
That's what you wanted.
No, you wanted it. You almost bought it.
That was all you. You liked the way that that Bumblebee looked in alt mode.
I do. I just wish it didn't have the random black specs, and it ain't worth $53 still.
Better than
just keep it going. And so we don't usually talk about the comics so soon, but this is a Comic-Con exclusive cover, which is actually very cool. It's like two of them together. I really like it, but there's going to be a bunch of panels, which we already talked about. And these, it said exclusives will be available at 1:30 p.m. on eBay Live with Ryan Berry. I'm not exactly too sure what that means, but Bobby, I think you need to go figure out how to pick these up.
I am actually going to see Chris on tomorrow, and forgot to mention at the top of the show, come meet us live if you're in the area at Urban Pop Comics, and be there at 2 o'clock. We'll put the address and stuff, but I will be going to see him tomorrow, so to see if they have any of these in stock or what I can grab for the new issue of Transformers.
Well, will you be picking these exclusive covers up, though?
Possibly. I have to see if he has them, and I do like them.
You wouldn't go out of your way for them?
I wouldn't go out of my way for them.
Sounds good.
Because some of the other covers look good as well.
They do. They do. Now let's get into some leaks. Amazon, we talked about them twice already, which we usually don't talk about them once in our shows. Amazon Germany showed different listings. So we've got Studio Series Deluxe Next Gen Bubble, which I'm assuming maybe is Bumble. Studio Series Voyager War for Cybertron Ratchet. Studio Series Deluxe TF1 Megatron. Collab number 6 and Movie 6 Frenzy. Are you excited about any of those?
Nope.
Well, the collab could be cool.
It could be.
It could be Star Wars or something. It is quite pricey. It says it's $109. So who knows? Maybe it's something cool. But that would be the only one I would even be interested in. And you know me and these collabs, I don't really.
It's gonna probably be another G.I. Joe.
Oh God. Collab 6. You're correct. Because was there 5 of them already?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I only remember 3.
Yeah, and let's see. Jurassic Park has been
2 of them.
2. I don't know.
I don't know what the 6 means. If anybody knows, or if anybody has any ideas, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. We are coming up on Halloween, so it's probably time for them to come out with another monster as well soon.
That would be pretty cool if it's $109. Maybe it's the castle, a Titan castle. That would actually be pretty awesome. All right, well, let's get into what's just announced, and I decided to just rip the Band-Aid off and talk about what everybody wants us to talk about and everybody's, yapping online about, and that's the Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime. The pre-orders are live, so let's just go through some of these pictures. I have the alt mode first. What do you think about this alt mode?
I think it looks great. I saw something in a chat room that I'm a part of, and I can't unsee it now.
Oh, tell me.
I was like, oh, those effects are really cool for that scene in the movie. I was just like, that looks really great. And somebody said that they look like melted cones. And I was just like,
they do. I didn't see that.
I cannot get that out of my mind now. So it took all the excitement out of seeing these. I still think they're really cool though. I think it's a great effect, but yeah, now it just looks like.
I think they needed to be maybe more yellow and have a little bit more smoke effect.
Smoke, yes.
Yeah, right. I think this looks really good too. I'm not a big fan of the painted windows, but I get what they're going for. I don't like that hinge on the side. It's very apparent. That's just blaring to me.
Underneath the door, or what hinge are you?
The hinge, right above the wheel well.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
the red that's right below the window and above the okay.
Yeah. It just I don't know why my eye goes to that. I do wish he had a stripe, but I'm sure we will get 6 repaints of this, and there will be one with the stripe on it, because Hasbro's going to milk this, and it's probably going to just come out like this for a leader class for another thing, and they're just going to drop the trailer. But speaking of the trailer, here it is. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. It looks fine. I like that everything can store in it, which we will talk about some cool things that could store in it a little bit later. So let's just talk about what we can see for now. What are your thoughts on this trailer?
The trailer looks super clean. And I'm more still talking about the closed trailer. Most of the trailers now, they can store the weapons and things. So that's nothing too new for me. Well, from the Masterpiece side, excuse me. So it is good to see it on the Hasbro side. I think that the details in the trailer are nice, but there's no color, so it's pretty bland. Seeing Prime stand in front of it really highlights how bland it is, because he's so colorful. So I do think they've missed the opportunity there, because really all I see is gray, blue, and gray, and then of course his weapons. So it is pretty boring on the inside of his trailer. I actually like the way the outside looks more.
I completely agree with you. At a commander class price, this is $90. I would expect them to at least paint like some screens or something on the inside of the trailer, but they did nothing at all. And we don't know their budget. Who knows? Maybe the outside of the trailer costed $100 to do for each one, and they're giving us a deal. Doubt it. But I feel like they should have done something to the inside, because like you said, it's just boring. And this is why I don't like trailers with figures that don't do nothing but open up. You just put them off, you throw them in the drawer, and leave it there.
This is pretty boring. It is very boring, actually. And it looks like they put all the money into the Prime.
And let's talk about that Prime. Look at you doing a good segue. What do you think about this?
It looks great. Honestly, it looks great. I'm very very impressed with this. I would say this is probably the best mainline Prime we've seen ever. Um, as much as I'm a G1er and I love the G1, I mean it doesn't hold a candle to this. In all honesty, um, this looks great in every single aspect. I really do like it, and I think this is what we've been asking for forever. I think it looks really really good.
I think it's what you have been asking for. This looks so bland to me. There's no personality. And they gave it like an MP10 head, but a cartoon body. Like, why wouldn't they do a cartoon head on this thing? That threw me off when I first saw this. It looks fine. It doesn't blow me out of the water. The articulation looks nothing very special, except for one piece that we'll talk about later. The Matrix looks really dinky in his chest.
It small.
And they should have like painted behind it, I don't know, deep gray or silver or something. I don't know. The red looks very cheap, you know. I don't know if I was to get this, if I would pick it up if I already had Earthrise Prime, because they're pretty similar. This is a little bit of an upgrade, but not an amazing upgrade. But again, that's coming from somebody who didn't buy Earthrise Prime because I already have one Optimus Prime. He's not my favorite character. So I looked. I actually only have one Optimus Prime displayed besides Machine Wars Prime. So this is something I'm not planning on picking up. I'm happy to everybody that will pick it up, though. And no ab crunch at this price point is for such a small figure is kind of ridiculous.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, it's $90. At least Magmatron had the size. Hopefully this has the heft. Who knows? They did show off a size comparison. Speaking of size, it's a little bit larger. So take it or leave it. But what's cool is that all the effects can store in the trailer. I do like that part. And it comes with a roller.
Yeah.
But look at that backpack on him, though.
I mean,
my thing is, they can literally copy a third-party Optimus Prime, and they would be in every legal right too, but instead they make it overcomplicated.
I don't display my figures with their back showing typically.
Yeah, but you might display them in this pose, and it looks not so good.
This is me coming down out of the MP world. In comparison to MPs, you're absolutely correct.
They could do it. At a $90 price point, they could have done it.
In comparison to what we've seen from Hasbro, I think this looks great.
I think it looks like they stopped halfway through. They focused on the front and not the back. To me, that's what it looks like. Because they know people are going to buy it. They don't need to try.
They've changed so much on this that, and again, I've been hard on Hasbro for things that I felt that they really cheaped out on. I think this is a very very solid figure, like above solid. I mean, I
would wait to get it in hand. It's just I know people say it's a price point, but I would feel ripped off getting such a small figure for $90 from Hasbro. Not third party's a different story. You know those things are bricks. You know, who knows if the yellow's going to start... I mean, the white's going to start yellowing. You don't know. You're playing a gamble with Hasbro, you know.
Well, that's also taking it... I mean, I'm looking at it as just this figure instead of what... And it's hard to, you know, pick a side on that. This figure... As an 86 figure, they typically... I haven't had any problems with any of my 86 figures. To me, I think they put a lot into this at this price point, including roller, including the trailer. We've seen other figures that were nowhere near this, and I can't say quality because I don't have it in hand, but didn't have nowhere near as much as this, and cost, you know, $60 or whatever. I know the Magmatron, this or the Magmatron, I would take this all day over that, and it's not because I don't
it's just
like
because you like this character.
Well, no, it's not only so much I don't like the character, but just seeing what they've done with this version of Prime in comparison to all their other Primes. This is such a major upgrade.
Is it though?
Yes.
It looks a little bit better than the Earthrise Prime. But then again, I'm not a Prime fan. I shouldn't be talking on this because they could make the best Optimus Prime and I still wouldn't pick it up. Because his colors, I don't like his colors. I've never been one for like the dad vibe I get. I'd rather have the Wounded War Veteran Prime, honestly. So yeah, I'm glad for everybody that can get this, but it's definitely not my cup of Energon.
And this actually highlights, even with him next to the Megatron, it really shows how bad, in essence, the Megatron looks in comparison. Like they don't, like, I feel like the Earthrise Prime and this Megatron are kind of equal. This Prime looks so much better in comparison to this Megatron. Like, they need to upgrade the Megatron.
Well, and they are.
They are, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this one just looks so much better than what they did before.
Again, that Megatron's 5 years old. I think they could have done more. But Hasbro will never make me happy because it's Hasbro, and they don't care about us fans. So let's keep it moving with Skybound Comics. A 3-page preview of issue 11 is out. I didn't put it in here, obviously, for spoilers. But here are some of the covers. That Alicia 1 cover is crazy.
Elita?
Elita? I don't know.
Yeah,
I always say Alicia.
Okay, yeah, Elita 1. I don't like the Elita 1 cover at all.
I don't either. It's too animated for you. I know that for sure.
Yeah, it looks weird. The Cliff Jumper one, Cliff Jumper and Jazz looks really cool. In terms of, I don't like what they're doing. It just looks really cool. The pictures look really cool. The Shockwave and Prime going at it, that's probably the one I like the most, simply because it shows an action scene. I don't want to see humans on my covers.
I completely agree. The thing I like about the Shockwave and Optimus is the color scheme. I like that it's red towards the bottom, and then, you know, Shockwave is highlighted because there's a green background. That's a really cool color scheme to that. So that's the one I would pick up. But they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't even need to talk about this that much, but there was an official sneak peek at the Kids' Choice Awards, which was just an extended, you know, how they transform. They also showed off an official TV spot. The more I see about this, the less I'm liking it. I hate Megatron's and Optimus's banter in this. And I don't like Megatron's voice at all.
I don't like this picture of Bumblebee at all.
Yeah. I don't know. Even the Prime looks weird.
Prime looks weird as well.
I just don't like that they don't have the innate ability to transform. But that's me.
Well, I guess it pisses me off that they gave up the ability to transform in later generations of.
And they'll probably that's going to be Transformers 1: The Pretenders. That's the next movie.
Oh God, that would be. Bleh.
Or Action Masters, whatever you want to call them.
Bleh.
But yeah, so let us know what you think on those below. So Takara Tomy has a campaign where if you buy over 3,000 yen in Transformers at select stores, you get one of these cards. There'll be 30 cards in total. That would be crazy if you actually wanted to collect all these.
I would be in for the first two. Yep.
I wouldn't be in on any of them.
That'd be it.
Yeah. So, well, we talked about a Prime that you liked. Now let's talk about a Megatron. Do either of us like it? Bobby, do you like this? Oh, by the way, this is Mastermind Creations R53 Tyrannotron. And some of these pictures are via TM reviews.
I'm not familiar with this Megatron. It looks fine. It looks like a Megatron. But I have no connection to the character. I don't know. Depending on the size, I may pick it up. It looks like it might have some cool transformation just from the way it looks to whatever it's going to turn into.
Now, do you know what this is?
Isn't it Stormbringer?
Yes, it's a remold of their Optimus. So the Nemesis Prime you got and the large Nemesis Prime we got, you could tell. If you look at the forearms and like the thighs,
yes,
it probably transforms the same way. So you could kind of figure out what it's going to look like. So it probably has all the posability. I think you would probably like this. I don't know much about Stormbringer or Megatron either. I think it looks cool. The sword looks cool. I'm just a little disappointed. I'm in the presumed size. I'm assuming they didn't upscale this. If it's a remold and they're reusing parts.
Yeah,
I would have gotten this as my main Megatron if it was larger.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Because it's going to be like, 8 inches tall, which is a good size for Chug. I think this would scale in like a Chug's Plus collection. But if I wanted this to, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this could replace Despotron, But it's probably going to be too small too.
Yeah, I'll be looking for more pictures. And
I want a size comparison.
And a size comparison.
Next, we've got 115 Utopia, and we have an upgrade set for Legacy Vector Prime. So I actually saw this figure in store, which was kind of surprising. That just shows how not well it's probably going to sell. If I'm seeing it out here, and I see nothing. But this upgrade set really does enhance the legs. I will say that.
So we talked about an upgrade set for feet before. And I like this. I like this set.
I think this is a better one just because instead of... It doesn't take away the maroon or whatever you want to call it on the feet like the other one did. Now, maybe the other ones weren't painted.
True.
Who knows? But I do like how this just has a thing that flips out. And they showed that you could actually flip them in as well for vehicle mode, which I do appreciate. I think this set's an all-around winner. This is what Hasbro should have done. They should have remolded the bottom legs just a little bit. Maybe not to this extent. Maybe not the guns on the feet. But the shins really need something.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. Did you pick it up?
No. Goodness, no. It looked bigger than most of the Voyagers in the packaging, but I actually scanned it because I was hoping it was going to be on surprise sale, but it wasn't. So I put it back.
I haven't been to the store this week.
If this was $20, if it was $25, I probably would have picked it up, but not at $35. That's just too much. And now that I realize this is $35, the $90 Prime does not sound so crazy. But they should probably all be brought back a little bit.
That's one of the points I was trying to make, is that, seeing some of the other stuff at the price points and what's included or what's not included.
Yeah. Because I don't think this figure itself is worth $35.
Yeah.
But
I haven't seen it, so you have a better idea than I do.
Yeah, you have it looks just like this. Let's get into some updates, and let's talk about some things that probably aren't worth the money as well. And the first thing is the Star Rider Deluxe Road Pig.
I think this looks good.
I think it looks fine.
I think it looks good in bot mode. I do like the head. I like the weapons. I think the colors look great, and we've talked about that before. I think this looks good.
Yeah. I hate that it says Transformers. the side.
I didn't notice that. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
If it was an Autobot, I don't know, that'd make more sense. But for a Decepticon to have it doesn't jive with my brain.
And then the trademark on the side as well, next to Transformers.
It's been worse. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's pretty bad if you ask me. I would have rather just had two G2 Decepticon symbols on each side.
Yeah, I don't know the character, so
you're right. The original one could have had that, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah, somebody please let us know in the comments. That's terrible. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and let's go back one. That would be on the outside of his leg in this pose because you could see the Decepticon symbol on the inside.
Yeah, so I don't see it.
Because it's on the outside.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, so. I don't like that at all.
Neither do I.
Wow.
I'll probably be skipping this.
Wow.
Because of that. That's just... It was already like I had one toe hanging on the fence, and now that I saw that, I'm just completely off. It's not worth the money in my eyes. I didn't like the mold to begin with, the original one.
I think this does... The colors do a world of difference for this, but that does bother me. That's... I'm surprised. Like I don't think I've ever seen that before on a Transformer.
I've seen the names. All of the the trans metal ones said Megatron and all that, but Decepticons, okay, if it said that, fine, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. Either which way, let us know what you think of a Transformer saying Transformers on the side is, because it's a little strange. Next, we've got Armada Galvatron via Transmimi. Yeah, okay, I can see the price point. This does not look like it's worth $55 either. So I get what you're saying with the Prime. This looks fine. I don't know why they didn't put the wheels as black on the treads. They stick out like such a sore thumb.
First, I want to say this background is dope.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Good point.
And I really, really like that background. I would like to have something like that. Two, the wheels don't look bad to me.
They just mess up the whole tread.
It does mess up the tread because it makes you realize that the treads aren't real treads. So I agree with you there. But also knowing that they're not real treads, they look like, yeah, we know they're wheels. They're not supposed to be wheels, but they could be like some type of light that he shines or something like that. Like, something else.
I like your mental gymnastics.
Yeah, I'm reaching here, but it could be, some type of solar flare that comes out of his treads, and blinds you and stuff like that. So, because
I haven't seen you use that much imagination in a long time.
I
didn't think you liked this figure, but I'm expecting you to pick up two now, one for each mode.
Honestly, this doesn't look bad. I'm not picking it up unless it's on a deep sell, but it's not bad. It's not bad looking to me.
I agree. I think this is one of the better leader classes that came out with the deco and how it looks. But again, I'll get it if I see it for $35, like I did a few leader class figures, and I have a sneaking suspicion that this will be right there with them.
Yeah, I'll wait. I mean, I have the Fans Hobby version, so it's not like I need it. I did pick up the Megatron because it was on deep discount, and so if I saw something like that again for this one would be my preferred out of this and the Megatron paint. But yeah, it looks fine, and the blast effects look really good with it.
I don't think those come with them, but yes, they do.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. Yeah, I don't know if they do or not, but those look good.
I think that's from like Omega Supreme or somebody like that.
Yeah, it looks really good with him.
Next, Transmimi also showed off Legacy Leader Soundwave.
I will be passing on this
because you already have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Hasbro is milking this mold as much as they can. They're trying to get all the people that didn't get this when it was a Walmart exclusive. And then a year or two down the road, they're going to have Commander Class 86 Soundwave.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
I don't blame them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It makes sense from a business perspective. There's too much of the Siege mold in here to be the perfect Soundwave. And you know they're going to make the perfect Soundwave sooner or later. With completely new tapes and all that stuff. So.
And I can see that one coming in at 105 or something like that because it'll come with the tapes.
It'll come with 6 tapes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be a better value than the trailer.
At least it better come with tapes.
Or what they're going to do, Bobby, is they're going to go ahead and release one Commander class with 3 of them, and then get a yellow-eyed one, and then you have to get the other 3, and then Sound Blaster for 3 more. That sounds like something they would do. That
hurts my brain, and my wallet just said no. We're not doing it.
Oh. Go ahead and have your wallet contact Hasbro. But one thing I did want to point out, I do like that the Buzzsaw has the correct colors. Last time we saw it, it was like a gold. Now it's a yellow. So I think that looks much better.
Yeah, good. It's a good set if you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. Via Weibo user, we got Transformers 1 Quintesson. The Quintesson High Command is what it's called.
I don't know what I'm looking
at.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Yeah.
Thanks. Good night.
Yeah. I think it looks fine for what it is. Not my cup of energy.
What is it?
It's remember in the trailer when the Quintessons come down and the tentacles grab somebody? That's who I think this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they're transforming. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like a Sharkticon or something. Either which way, let me know if you guys are getting this below.
Not a fan.
Tell Bobby why he should pick it up.
Not a fan.
So I guess Griffin Wings showed off more images of the MP scaled Rampage. Never heard of this company before. This is the one we already looked at. So it's going to be 12 inches tall, have all the original gimmicks, which is a little worrisome if it has the rubber treads. Just because rubber treads never go well, and this is a new third-party company. I guess it has an improved transformation. It comes with accessories, and 3 color variants are being considered. This really feels like updated KO. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that like it's not like Transart, which redesigns the whole figure. This feels like they took the original one, copied the pieces, made some have ball joints here or there. Which is fine. But there's something weird with this bot mode. I don't know. Maybe Rampage has always been weird. Oh, no. No, because I just got Shockeracked, and he did not look like this. So I feel like I hope this isn't the only company that does a third-party Shockeract, and I have to buy it. But I don't like this. I just get the original one at this point.
This was never going to make it into my collection?
And Transarts. I forgot about that. Why would I pick this up when Transart is making theirs?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. And yeah, I'm okay passing on this.
Yeah, me too. Magic Square showed off some more images of their tapes team.
They're so cute.
They are. I really like that Ravage.
I really like the Rumble. He looks like he's gonna do something, and is looking happy about it. Ravage needs to move before he doesn't have a head the way he's pointing it.
Yeah, so they look good.
They do.
I think you should pick these up with that Soundwave.
Not gonna happen.
You got no reason not to. Next, so the Fans Hobby Black Naval Commander. Supposedly the pre-orders are out, but I wasn't able to find them on the Chosen Prime, so I'm sure they'll pop up soon. What are your thoughts?
The optional faceplate. Wow.
I think that's from the show. If I remember. Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember. It looks very interesting. It almost looks like he has a beak.
I think it's a cracked faceplate.
So, okay. I will be picking this up.
I think you'll be picking it up and probably leaving it in this mode, because this is your favorite Armada Prime mode, correct?
Negative. But these colors look kind of cool.
In this mode, yeah. It looks better, definitely, than the original. The black kind of makes it all come together. I do wish that the mini-con was more opposite. Like, it was like red or something. It stood out more. There you go. That's the type of word. Or blue. The black kind of just makes it fade away, and I kind of like my mini-cons to be, like, in your face.
We know how you feel about mini-cons. Yeah, the base mode was never my favorite thing about this figure, but I think the mini-con looks kind of smooth as well.
I think it looks good. It's just when you put it on his shoulder, it's going to kind of like
it's going to disappear. Go away.
Yeah, because like with my Shattered Glass one that has a gold, spark plug or whatever. I know his name's Spark Plug, but who knows if the Shattered Glass one's supposed to be another character. When you put that on his shoulder, it like stands out, and I like that.
Yeah, this one, all you're going to see is windows. The red windows.
But either which way, I do think this looks good, and when the red Sky Team comes out, I think those will look really good together too.
Yes, that's... So are you picking this up?
It depends. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd like to, but at the same time, it's not that much different, and it's not the Armada Prime colors that I personally would want.
Because you want the tan.
Yeah, I want the American, because that's the one I had as a kid. So that's all nostalgia. But I cannot deny that this looks good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Next, we got Dream Star Toys DST02 Combiner via Used Hobbyland.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll start. I don't really like this head. It's not very Devastator-y. I know that sounds horrible saying it like that, but it's really not. And the torso of the individual bot could literally be any Transformer. You know what I mean? It
almost has a Megatron look to it.
That's what I was thinking. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's Prowl as the combiner mode now. I can't tell. That doesn't look like Prowl with the torso. I don't know what's going on with this, but it doesn't really make me excited one way or another.
I'm not either. Maybe the bot, maybe the alt mode will look better. So if I pick this up, I can have a definitive way I'll display it.
Well, and these could be really early prototypes. They could look better in color.
Very true. Very true.
Time will tell. Next, let's talk about APC Toys Galaxy Mob Air General. And these are via Spicy Animations NZ, which I also think is main motion. He looks really good with that Megatron. They really bounce off each other pretty well. And it comes with... You're going to have to forgive me. I don't remember the names of the Chomp Chomp guys. But I do like them as well. They look really well sculpted. And they look like they can eat everything, which I believe they did in the show. This is only about $30. Not bad. I don't think I'm going to pick it up because I have a lot of Viacons already. But this does look really nice.
It looks good. I'm not picking it up. I actually agree with pretty much everything you said there. The price isn't bad. I just don't need this in my collection.
I think, again, I'm going to say this would be cool for you to get because the transformation is actually really neat. And to experience a new transformation would be cool for you, but I get it if you don't want it. Dig
It
this up.
looks fine.
Yeah.
I just
I
don't.
think you could put this on a repaint shelf. Hell,
I
get
could.
this instead of the Silver Samurai. It's almost the same thing.
Yeah, not getting that either.
Next, let's talk about Iron Factory's Claw of Oze, or Ose. And these are via 928 Toys Laboratory. And I thought it was kind of cool that they showed it off with the Leo Kaiser that we have, the TFC one. And you could really see how they're different and how things have changed in, what, 6-7 years since that came out. But this thing looks good. I have no complaints about that. I just wish it was more incorporated into the combined mode instead of just being a figure that looks like it's going to plug into his butt.
Yeah. It also goes to show how long it's been since I've seen my TFC in bot mode. I think this looks good. I like the way it actually looks like a character. It actually, like the TFC version, he looks like a brute. I mean, he just looks like a boxy brute.
And I don't think he's supposed to look like that. It's just he turns into the hips.
Right. And so this one looks a little bit more fluid, and you know, I actually think I like this Legends one better than the MP one.
Look-wise, definitely, but not size-wise, and I don't like that he's just something that plugged. Oh, that sounded really bad. I didn't even realize how bad that sounded when I said that. Looks like he forms the butt, so I don't like that. Let's just keep it going. Here he is with all of his little friends. So,
yes, I'm hoping that we get this, like, I don't know if it was this character or another one, but I saw a release date of July 25th, and I don't remember. I thought it was this one, which would be great.
I didn't find anything like that, but if it is, I think you'll be very happy.
Yes.
Next, we've got Ocular Max's Furor and Riot Alternative 2-pack. We already talked about these on the third-party panel, so go watch that if you haven't already. But anything new you want to discuss with these?
I don't know if I'm going to pick these up or not.
Yeah, I probably won't. I just realized with these images that the whole thighs aren't silver.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
And I don't know why they wouldn't just do that. Like, I get maybe they were stickers on the original toy or something, but we have the technology to make it look like it's supposed to look like. So, if the thighs were completely all in silver or something, then I might be more interested. The deco on the shins is also crazy.
Yeah.
Looks like a bad LSD trip or something.
It does look weird on. It looks more, well, who I call Frenzy. It looks worse on him, I think, than it does on Rumble, and I don't know why.
Okay, say red and blue because you're confusing me.
So red, the one
with the red looks worse.
Yes.
See, I think that the one with the blue looks worse because it has yellow. At least the other one's all blue, purple, and red.
Yeah, I think the yellow is fine because he has yellow like on his chest.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Okay. When you step back, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's just like this. I mean, you see red, black, and yellow all the way around, and then
you throw pops of blue,
like red, and it's like, okay, blue, purple. You know, wait, where's...
Got it. I understand where you're coming from.
You know, at least with the blue coming in, the yellow, it kind of forms. Purple is, you know, in the blue-ish realm. So, you know, when you start going, yeah, it just fits a little bit better to me. But, yeah, I have the other set, so I don't know if I'm gonna grab this one or not.
Yeah, if I had the other one, I wouldn't personally. Let's move on to Insert Us, which sounds just as bad as what I said that the Jaguar does. The neck looks a lot better in these pictures.
It does.
Doesn't look perfect, but it looks better.
I swear I just keep seeing the USB plug on his arm. I think it looks great though. All the, on a scale of 1 to 10, the head and or the head that Gonzo knows. Again, I don't remember what Group looks like in the animation. I'm gonna have to take a trip down memory lane and look. And the parts about the chest and neck area that we were complaining about, they fixed those two things. This could be a really good looking figure.
I agree.
Those are my only two hangups on this.
I completely agree. And even like the stuff, especially in that center picture from TM Reviews, like it looks fine. All the neck and stuff, no problems. But that head is just one of the worst that we've seen from MMC ever, I think. It looks worse than the Streetwise head that they had to change.
Yeah. And it could be accurate. So if
it's accurate, then they need to go change the animation because this is not good.
Yeah, but I like the little horn thing he has. I don't remember that from the cartoon at all, but I just think it's cool, and
the rest of it looks good though. And
yeah,
if you really don't like this, I'm sure you could wait for the toy version, and that'll have a better head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Completely agree.
Moving on to something that's actually interesting to me, we've got MMC Supermax. I actually like that name, Supermax, so I'm probably going to call him this when he comes out. So as you can see, the one on the left is the original one, and the one on the right is the updated version. So very similar, but you can see how he's a little taller because they incorporated all of those joints into his torso.
He looks a little bit wider, too.
The old one?
The new one.
Because I think he looks a little... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And again, it could be the angle, but it looks like his chest is wider, and as it goes to his waist section, it kind of thins out a little bit.
He has more superhero proportions.
It looks cleaner. Yeah, I'm all in for this guy.
Yeah. And here are some more images that I don't think we saw on the third-party panel. It looks like he has a pretty good range of articulation, and that alt mode looks like a brick on wheels, which works for a Cybertronian, whatever this is, which, it's kind of cool to say for a Cybertronian mode, whatever this is, but it still looks like a vehicle.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. I don't look at it as Fortress Maximus, so that's...
Well, yeah, that's why I'm like Supermax. That name actually works, and he could be like an Autobot jailer, which I think he was in the IDW comics. I could be wrong. And RVDA on TFW, I believe that's the designer or somebody involved, said he's going to be as tall as Commander-class Jetfire.
Oh, yeah.
So really decent size, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put him now with that size.
So, yeah, I like this. Hopefully we get other colors. I'd love to see a Grand Max green color scheme. What else? There's that red one from RID. That would also be pretty cool. I think there's a lot they could do with this.
One at a time, man. One at a time. I can't.
Yeah, no.
I can't find. I need to find places for what I have now.
So TM Reviews posted some new images, I believe, of Stray. This is Stray First Edition, they called it. I don't know what's going on with that arm, but they shouldn't have posed it like that. It's a cool pose, but that's just really awkward. I don't think the figure's meant to do that.
I mean, I can't get in that position. So
well, you'd have to break your arm.
Yeah.
Because it's like this, but like the figure. Anyways, other than that, I think the alt mode looks impeccable, but they shouldn't have showed off that other color scheme because I'm completely out on this and just getting that color scheme.
The A version.
Yeah, with all that cool red going on, like they screwed themselves over, if you ask me. Not saying this doesn't look good, because this looks really good. I want to see more of the arms. I can't really see it in this position, but those forearms look so long.
Again, I can't argue with you. I wish I could. They definitely needed to have this one hit the shelves first. and
And
people picked it.
not even say anything about
Not
the other
even,
one.
they should have dropped that one at TFCon LA. You know,
After this came out, and then me and
yeah,
you purchased it, and we're like, oh, well, now we have to buy the next one.
yeah, um, yeah. The A looks so much better with the red stripes. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up either now.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I think you're going to be picking it up, knowing how you pick up figures.
Hopefully they do a 2-pack. That would be great.
With both of them?
Yes. Then
I hope they do that and release them individually.
That's how I would pick this one up.
Now, would you pick it as well in the SG deco?
I don't know what that.
He looks like Deadpool, black and red, mostly red.
Ooh.
I'd pick that up.
Yeah, I'd be in.
And he has guns instead of. So no, he has swords. It's the Deadlock. Would you pick up Deadlock, which is a black and gold version?
Definitely do the Deadpool first.
Deadpool, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot they could do. A blue version from the movie could look really cool in this as well. So,
yeah,
not to make it the movie one.
One at a time. They already dropped 2 on
it. I'm doing it again. So let's get into Unique Toys R0D Red Destroyer. And this is via MPM Collector on Instagram. The alt mode looks great. It looks like it scales with all the other movie masterpiece figures.
It does. And, you know, it makes me laugh. You're seeing all these high-end cars, and then you see Bumblebee. and you see Lockdown.
Barricade.
Barricade, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I love the other vehicles a lot more.
Well, yeah, and I think this one looks really good. And here he is in the bot mode, and they also showed off a picture with, I think that's concept art behind him. Unique Toys did an amazing job having that car transform into that bot. Amazing. And it looks like it's supposed to. I'm not the biggest fan. I think it looks better than movie Bumblebee, but I do like Stinger, and, you know, I found the KO of the Last Night movies Megatron was back in stock, actually, at Show Z. And that's one of my favorite Megatron designs of all time. And I almost picked it up. If this comes out in a KO, like a lot of the other Unique Toys movie figures, I wouldn't mind picking this up.
This looks good in alt mode. And actually, that repaint looks like not repaint, the painted version.
Oh, the one from the movie, yeah.
It looks like a mix of Carnage and Spawn or something like that.
Okay.
That's what I see.
All right.
Which is cool.
That's what I like about it. It was a movie design that was supposed to look crazy, which is why it kind of worked.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I like this.
I think you should get it.
Well, we'll see. Maybe the price will be like $80 and I'll pick it up.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll be able to get it for me.
No.
Let's get into what's recently released. Only a lot of Hasbro stuff. First, we've got the Deluxe Gamer Edition Decepticon Soldier, and this was found by PrimeBot off of TFW in Illinois.
That's close to you. You should be getting it soon.
It is.
Closer to you.
Closer, yeah. No. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It doesn't do anything for me, and it's not. Again, we're going down to price. It's not worth $25. I used to love these weird repaints, but now I can't spend my money on them just because the quality isn't there.
I don't need it.
Yep. Next, the 5-pack or 4-pack was found at U.S. retail thanks to Twitter user GoGoAndyRobo.
I haven't seen any updates on when mine's coming, so...
Mine says July 28th. Expected delivery by July 28th.
Maybe I just need to go check then.
I saw this and I checked. That's what I know. I'm excited for this set. Mostly for that Stinger. I mean, Cliff Jumper. as well as Tarantulas. The other ones, I'll be happy for Squeeze Play, but he is kind of a letdown. He's not. His bot mode looks great, but the alt mode, which I think is the coolest thing about Squeeze Play, isn't the best. And that Tarn is...
Tarn.
Well, especially because I already have the original one, and I have no connection to Cyberverse. They could have literally replaced it with any other figure, and I would care about this set the same. It's not a bad figure by any means, but it's not gonna make me buy this set.
No. This was definitely a 50% in, 50% out set. So for both of us, even though we like different characters, but the Cliff Jumper and Squeeze Play, as I have mentioned in the past, are the two that I was looking forward to. So 50% in, 50% out.
Yeah, and I think you'll like that Tarantulas. I mean, it's a good enough mold. It's a weird color scheme. You could put it with your repaints. The Tarn looks so close to the one we already have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to put it.
Did not make it to my repaint shelf. That's all MP stuff. This will somehow fit in my chug room.
There you go. Call that Tarantulas Cheeto Rantulas, and you're perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be.
That's for you to figure out. Next, we've got Classic Heroes Teams Rise of the Beast Mirage and Beast Wars Optimus Prime Redeco. These are via TFW user Dave Wire. Do you want to know what this tells me right here?
That Mirage looks like Beachcomber to me at first.
Yes, it does. People said that online. They're changing G1 Mirage to look like the Beast, the Rise of the Beast Mirage.
Oh, they can...
That's what I believe, that they're trying to make that be the normal Mirage, because this is a kids line this is not movie. So if they wanted an Autobomber and it's a Classic Heroes team, I mean, let me know if I'm crazy below, if I'm a conspiracy theorist, which, you know, could be kind of accurate. But that's what this is saying to me. They're trying, because I don't think people really liked that Mirage, and they're trying to get kids to like them.
I mean, I still see the movie characters. You have Optimus Primal, and you have the Mirage from Rise of the Beast.
The Primal looks nothing like the movie Primal.
Doesn't, but the Mirage doesn't look nothing like the movie Mirage either. But well,
it looks more like the movie Mirage than G1 Mirage.
Oh, of course, but it looks like Beachcomber. Like I said, it looks more like Beachcomber than the movie Mirage. So, yeah, this isn't for us, and I think this will be something where, you know, kids pick this up and then they'll come across something else and be like, I was today years old when I found out that Mirage is supposed to be a racing car, or, you know, Jazz.
Now, what would you feel like if, let's say, there's a new Transformers G1 show, and this is how Mirage looks, but everybody else looks, you know, more or less like their G1 self? If they did like an evergreen show and they changed Mirage to look like this,
that would warrant a bot turning into a con, and I'd have a rant. I'd have a rant.
You've ranted on this Mirage before, so
I would rant. Yes.
Yeah, I could see him doing it. Lastly, the dead Brawn and Ratchet 2-pack was found in Pennsylvania via 2005 board member Cyclar.
First off, I am going to get this set, but I'll wait for it to get close to that price that's above it.
I was going to say the same thing. I picked up the dead ones for $14.99, the Prowl and Ironhide, and I would just wait.
Yeah, I think if I see it, I'll buy it, and then I'll keep my receipt and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I am so out on these. Not only, I mean, I don't really want, what's it called, Ratchet and Brawn to begin with. I think the packaging is really cool.
Yes.
But yeah, I have no, like I know you go, oh gosh, when you think about it, I have no sentimental value to this. I was talking to a commenter saying, they were like, did you even watch the movie? And I'm like, I zoned out when there weren't Decepticons or Unicron on screen, so I don't remember.
it was like
I also had no connection to any of the G1 characters.
Yeah.
So I was like, kill him. Die, Optimus, die. That was me.
Yeah, I was sitting there like eating my popcorn or whatever at the time, maybe some candy, and I just remember I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Why? Oh, ow! Hey, what? Ow! No! It was just like downhill from there. I think I looked over
and
at my
mom. And then Megatron died as well, and then Starscream.
What happened? Like, yeah.
No,
it happened so fast, but
I had no connection to him, so it was this doesn't do anything for me. Except if I wanted to put some dead Autobots on the shelf. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Rip them apart.
I mean, can recreate some scenes for sure, but
I would, maybe Toxitron will be dissecting one of them or something.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything today. Let us know your thoughts on that Commander Class Prime and how I am very wrong, because I usually am. Right, Bobby?
Yes, definitely.
There we go. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you watch this far, you must like us a little bit. Hit the like button as well. And share this video around. And come see us if you're in the Ackworth, right?
Yep, you got it.
Ackworth, Georgia area on this Saturday at, what's the place again?
2 p.m. at Urban Pop Culture.
Urban Pop
Comics. I keep saying culture.
You do keep saying that. So there'll be more information in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, as always, to all debates are won. See you on Friday, Saturday, in our next video or in person.